Hello, everybody. Welcome in to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I forgot what we were playing. I'm Charlie. I'm the DM for this group, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started with introductions. So let's go ahead and Pedro, start us off.
Hey, my name is Pedro. I'll be playing Guillermo the Great, the human bard.
Okay, and then next we have Val.
What's up? Val, I'm playing the Eladrin cleric, Archangelo, Archie for short.
Okay, and then we have Sly up next.
Hi, I'm Sly. I'll be playing Kaiden Veratin, the Horned Fortune Teller.
Okay, and then last we have Ricky. I didn't say anything rude this time, Ricky. It was really hard.
Wait, that's on you. Hi, I'm Ricky. I'm playing Dream Climber, the Goliath Ranger.
All right, who would like to give a recap for some inspiration? Probably one of the easier ones to recap.
Alright, if I remember correctly, you gave us our backstory on the party, pretty much how we're not doing too hot at the circus. We were putting up flyers around Waterdeep and made our way to the what was the tavern's name? Shoot.
Yawning Portal.
Yawning Portal, yeah. Yawning Portal, where our lovely leader, Guillermo, made a amazing performance for the crowd without stabbing anyone. We got some information from a few people who went down to the dungeon that got attacked by spiders, and a few people vegetabilized, I guess. I don't know. They're like zombies. And last I remember, we got attacked by some giant bugs, pit crawlers, something like
Carrion crawlers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big bug.
Nice. Perfect. You can have inspiration.
Woo!
All right, and where we last left off, you all had gone to sleep for the evening, and oh gosh, I know I put this down. Let's see. I believe it was Dream Climber and Candor were in a room, and then you other three were in the room that was slightly larger. Was there anything you all would have done? Would anyone have kept watch or anything at night?
In our room, I would have had Morrow just posted up on the bed, and if the door handle was to open or anyone was to enter without our knowledge, he would telepathically tell me to wake up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say Candor put some bells on the door handle.
I mean, I think that is exactly what Heather said she was going to do. Something with bells.
She's got a lot of shit in her inventory.
Hopefully
Yeah,
she's
bells.
not listening.
Knowing most rogues, it's like assorted knickknacks and things that only make sense to the rogue.
I mean, we all know she has an abacus, so.
Yeah.
True.
For math. Which is good. There's some platinum being thrown around in here, so we're gonna need that. All right. Go ahead and roll me some perceptions and yeah, just normal perception rolls. See if
For
Everyone?
no I think it would just be Candor and then Sly. You can have Moro roll perception.
Sure. All right. Morrow gets it at advantage.
Nice.
It's an 18 or 2.
nice.
Nice. A 21 and a 22. In the room with Candor and Dream Climber, the bells never seem to go, like, be triggered or go off as if someone's trying to, come in. Candor might have woken up maybe once or twice thinking that the bells had gone, but it was just, the floor that you all are sleeping on is like outside of the rooms. There are other tables and things. It's where you had initially been told to go when you came in and you cleaned the table out. And so, like, there are people, walking around, and that some of the larger folk, if they stepped on the right board, might have made the bells jingle a bit, but no intrusions occurred in that room. On the opposite side, Mora would have just really heard, the noises of a tavern. It never really died down or anything, but no one tried to come into the room, so you were not alerted as such.
Did we pay for the silence spell?
I don't think you guys decided to.
Gotcha.
I think the conversation was you didn't want it to be silenced because then people couldn't cast spells.
No worries.
Yeah. If I was wrong, and anyone feel free to correct on that.
So did my notes.
Okay. All right, and I am gonna start playing some music just so you're. She must have known we were talking about her in that puzzle convention. Okay. Right. You all wake up in the morning, and you had told it sounds like Heather's almost home. We can just hop in the game. This is what I just read. You all. I'm just kidding. I would not want to play after driving. Had told Durnan that you wanted to leave in the evening. So how would you like to spend your day, your morning and afternoon?
Maybe get a little bit of breakfast and then do some busking on the side of the road. Maybe some quick little pop-up performances to earn us some coin before we go back down, or before we go down.
Okay. Yeah, so you all head downstairs to the tavern. And it is a little less crowded as it had been the previous night. As you make your way on down, there's no one currently performing or anything because it is early morning. And Durnan, he sees you all as you're coming, and would you all like some breakfast? What can I get for you all? Today's the big day, isn't it?
That it is, yes. But of course, how can we start our day if not with a good, delicious breakfast? Do you have any bacon, perhaps?
We do have bacon, and we have some oats, and I believe we even have some eggs that can be cooked up any way you'd like them.
Bacon and oats do sound very good to Guillermo right now.
Does that mean that you'd like some, or does it
Yes.
just sound good? Oh, okay.
Yes.
The talking and what do they call it? I didn't really pay attention in school, but saying your name all the time, it's a little confusing to me, honestly.
Guillermo's used to it, of course. course. It is called talking in the third person. I just call it fancy speak, of course.
It must be a performer thing. I don't think anyone else speaks that way.
It is something I picked up my time back in Madame Songbird's academy.
Madam Songbird, you say? She's still running that academy?
That she is as timeless as she is beautiful.
I think we might be thinking of different people. In fact, I have no idea who Madam Songbird is. All right. Are you wanting for your breakfast? Do you want an omelet? Just some eggs? What are you thinking?
A bowl of oats and some breakfast for me.
All right. And the rest of you, can I interest you in breakfast as well?
Coffee, if you have any. Oh, and some peanuts, please.
Of course. So that'll be for Guillermo. 3 copper pieces, please. And for the coffee and the peanuts, that'll be 1 copper piece. Anything for anyone else?
Fried eggs, bacon, oats, and a large mug of ale.
Ale in the morning.
Okay.
It's never too early. If it were, my business would surely be not as thriving as it sometimes is. All right. Well, for quite all of that, that will be 6 copper pieces for you.
Damn it. I gotta break money.
Want anything, Archie?
You got change?
Yeah, I can-
Yes, I've got change. It's called tipping me.
Don't play golf in a thunderstorm.
Never heard that one before.
Guillermo will go ahead and pay 1 silver for his meal. He can keep the change. It's his tip. Wink, wink.
You didn't want to get out the math machine this morning, I see. Thank you.
I didn't need it this time.
It's the conversion. Oh, here's the conversion.
Andor has oats.
1 copper piece.
What about for tea and oats?
Well, since the one tipped so kindly, just 1 copper piece for that as well.
Ooh,
Mostly
alrighty.
water.
Lovely. Delicious. With the slightest hint of an herb.
All right. As the group is having breakfast, you notice a familiar figure from the previous evening. The bard that Garamo had booed off the stage. He comes over. So would you all be sitting at the bar or at the table that you had been at the night before?
Table, probably.
Yeah,
Table.
we'd probably gravitate back to that table.
Yeah.
So he comes over after you all are a good deal into eating. You've been served and you've been sitting and kind of enjoying your breakfast, and he kind of has like his head hung down a little bit just because of the events of the previous night and you all being performers to a certain degree yourself. And he approaches the group and I didn't have a chance to introduce myself when I was so rudely excused from the the stage last night. My name is Matrim Merrig, but you can call me by my stage name, Three Strings. That was quite the performance. Guillermo, was it? Is that the name that I had caught that you put on last night?
Yes, that it is. Guillermo at your service, and then he goes and performs a little bow.
He gives you like a little a round of applause, and he goes, "It hurts my pride to say it, but you were probably better at being up on the stage than I. I've heard, though, while I was sitting at the bar last night, that you all was, drowning my sorrows with a good old pint. I heard that you all are heading down into the dungeon today. Is that correct?"
Yeah. Pick time.
Mm-hmm. You've
Ah,
heard correctly.
yes. And what about going down there has interest the group, if you don't mind my asking?
Promise of fabled spider jerky, of course.
Spider jerky, fame, and fortune, my friend.
And money.
Ah,
That
That
too.
too.
yes, that makes sense. Now, I've heard that spider jerky can leave a person feeling a little exhausted, so I'd be careful. A little bit sick.
No?
I'm sure some of you have experience with that.
No, of course, no. Who would eat such a thing? Of course, disgusting, icky. Ugh.
Well, so I, of course, I'm here to call upon a favor since you are already going down, and I don't have the party to go with me, and nor do I really have the desire to go down into the depths of the dungeon. I need to have um, and actually, I need it's more of like a favor of a favor type of a thing. It's a chain reaction. I need to have a pouch of coin delivered to someone if you wouldn't mind.
Down in the dungeon?
Yes. The person that you will be looking for is Cala Cladini.
Kala Cradini. And what does this Miss Kala look like?
Apparently it's gonna pan. Oh, I'm on my. I was like, what just happened? Well, you won't miss her if you head down to. She runs a tavern. She's a drow. And she runs a tavern called the Flagon and the Dragon in Skullport. And she did a favor to someone that I'm close to, and I would like to repay that if you all would be willing. And if you were to repay the favor, I put a little extra coin in here, and Kala will provide shelter for you all there as well in Skullport.
Hmm. Well, if we do this, Arcangelo, I will give you the money only because I might forget and spend it.
An honest person, I do appreciate that.
Honest to a fault.
Do you know what color eyes Miss Keller has?
I've never really tried to peer into her soul. If I'm actually being honest, I personally haven't met her. It's just what my friend had said when he came back up was that she had provided shelter while he was wounded down there.
Instead.
All right.
Right. Um, who is it that I shall give this to? I am appreciative.
Guillermo's going to gesture over to Arcangelo.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Well, here you go. He hands you a small pouch.
All right, I shall make sure this gets to Miss Galdeni
Yes.
closet.
Cladani.
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 Ah, okay, that's it. Is. Cool.
I do appreciate it. Like I said, I know down below can lead to various obstacles and things, and she helped a dear friend, and hopefully if you all run into any trouble, she's able to help you as well. Obviously, I can't promise anything for her, as I don't even really know her, but you know. Are you all nervous at all?
Of course not. We're gonna be fine. That was a lie.
What they said, yes. We're going to be just fine. I think very little to worry about, of course.
The one thing I would recommend before you head down, I've heard a couple of people speak on the first level. There's a group of vampires, and they expect a toll to be paid, or well, you can imagine the consequences of if you don't pay such a toll. So if you're carrying around larger coin, I might speak to Durnan and see if he can break those into smaller coins for you. That way you don't have to overpay on a toll. I don't... such foolishness, but I guess if you take up residence and are scary enough, people are willing to pay on what should be free.
So you're telling me there's a vampire mafia down there?
That's what I've heard.
I did not sign up for this shit.
I think it was in the contract. No, there's nothing to be held responsible for. It's pretty all inclusive, which you
It
might
did
come
not mention
across.
vampires.
I'm sure there's lots of things that it didn't mention that you just have to try to read between the lines for.
Think of all the thankful adventurers we'd have if we were to, punch a few vampires in the face until they stop moving.
I could go with that. So long as we find out what they know first.
Do you know how much the toll is? Were we to pay?
That's a good question. You see him kind of rubbing like his temples, trying to think, and he goes, I believe it's one each. I can't remember if it was copper or silver or gold, but I just make sure you have a single coin each so that you can pay. Or pay extra, I guess, if that's your prerogative.
Is the toll to get to Skullport?
From what I've heard, it's if you run into this, like you said, vampire mafia down there, anytime you run in, they will expect to collect the toll to let you pass.
How bothersome.
At least it's not a blood toll.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to come back up as a vampire. not be able to bask in the sun again.
How horrible.
Well, I should leave you all to it before your breakfast gets too cold. Uh, Nothing like cold eggs and cold bacon. The bacon's actually pretty decent cold, but the eggs. You all be careful down there, and thank you for delivering that for me. I do appreciate it.
Of course.
No worries,
Mhm.
friend.
Okay. You all continue with eating breakfast throughout the morning. And then you said you want to put on a performance.
Yeah, maybe a little quick one to see if we can make a little coin or two.
Okay.
Just before that,
Yeah, go ahead.
Clyden's just going to shuffle his deck, cut it, and shuffle it again, and pull out 2 cards, place them flat on the table, see what the future has in tow for us, and flip them both, rolling his portents for the day.
I like
Ooh!
those dice.
It's a 20 and a 12.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, seems we have good fortune for today at least.
Hmm. Let's use that good fortune wisely.
And then just so everyone else knows, because I know Sly, you know, since I put it in your chat, he does have to call it before knowing the results of the dice. Is what the official ruling is for it.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Anything from anybody else?
Should I roll performance for the little for the thing?
Are we ready for that?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. Are you gonna perform inside the tavern, or are you going to head out onto the street and do a street performance?
street performance. You know.
Okay.
Why not do it with some fresh morning air?
Yeah, you head out. Go ahead and roll your performance for me.
My minor illusion around Guillermo to make it seem like there's almost like a spotlight on him and some dancing,
Yeah.
I guess butterflies floating around him to try and give him advantage for that one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you can give him advantage.
Ooh. Wow. A 2 and a 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dream Climber
Yeah.
leans over to Candor, goes, "This is why we never have money."
Oh man.
would it be too late to slap a guidance on there?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Go, go guidance. I beg thee.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, 4.
I did not mean
Ignore
to.
my guidance. That was just a spell.
I don't know why I rolled with advantage on there.
You didn't. Both of you rolled at the same time.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay. We'll
Magic.
go with your 4.
Cool. So 16.
Yeah, you go outside, and at first you only have a really small crowd that's gathered of about 8 people or so that are watching. And then as you continue, and so describe for me, I know we have like the fluttery butterflies happening around. But what is Guillermo doing?
Oh, he's doing more of his dancing while playing the flute and whatnot. Instead of like the weird tap dancing that he was doing yesterday. It's more like a slow sambo. Like he's kind of swaying around, doing a lot of like spinning in place. The occasional like little two-step whatnot. But while playing the flute.
Yeah, your energy definitely picks up, and so as a small group kind of gathers around you as best as they can, because it sounds like you're kind of running all around the streets dancing about and things, almost like a little Guillermo parade. More people begin to kind of stop their morning hustle and turn, and they are watching you and kind of cheering and clapping. They try to match, like giving you like a good beat to go with along with as you're playing. And then once you are finished, as you go to kind of pick up the coins and stuff, because like they started throwing money your way, you do end up picking up 13 gold pieces.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
And then you also pick up 24 copper pieces.
Not bad, not bad. He's gonna put that in the group coffers for now. Like he's not specifically putting it in his own coin bag. It's just to be divided up evenly later.
And can somebody put that in the party inventory sheet for the group then?
How much was it again?
13 gold and 24 copper.
Hold on.
Anything else that you would like to do while you were out and about once you were finished performing?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. All right. You all come back in, and you probably have a pretty low-key afternoon. You've paid for your room, so you still have your room. So, you all probably just kind of rest, do whatever you feel like you need to get ready, for going down in the dungeon, whether it's like writing and leaving letters behind or anything like that. And then it is late afternoon, early evening, and you all come back down, to get your final good cooked meal and whatnot, before you go on down. And actually, so I don't remember all the totals that I told you all. You all paid for your meals and whatnot. That was part of the price. Now that I'm thinking.
Stop, thief.
You guys had paid for when you paid with your room. And Durnan is
Extra money.
Yeah, Durnan is a honest man. He wouldn't have, just because the DM's forgetful, he wouldn't have forgotten. So when you come back down, your copper from the breakfast is placed in your spots, and he sends over Margaret, who takes your dinner order and brings over whatever you have asked for dinner. And as you're sitting and eating and getting closer, you're probably about an hour or so away from the time that you've signed up to go down. And so as the group is sitting and preparing yourself for that, you do see that this this lady who is dressed in very fine clothing. She looks to be religious of some sort, and she approaches the group. She is very confident, but like quiet in her approach, and she kind of leans in, and she goes, "I've heard that you are the next party to head down to the Undermountain. I'm sure you are excited for all that awaits you down there. My name is Obia Uday, and I have been sent here to try and find, magic items that some people might not be interested in, and things which I can imagine a world where someone isn't, but sometimes coin speaks louder than having such items. And I'm willing to pay a hefty fee for any item that you are able to bring up for me, depending on how rare it is, if this would be something that you are interested in. I promise you will be hard-pressed to find anyone that is willing to spend as much as I am on these items."
Is there any reason why you're collecting these items?
Yes. I was here on behalf of a wizard. Perhaps maybe you've heard of him. I'm so afraid I'm going to say Wakanda because it's very similar. Wakanga Tamu. He has asked me to procure magic items for his collection, and he had heard that Waterdeep might be the place to look. And so, once I had heard of this place called the Yawning Portal in the Undermountain, I booked a room here, and I've been looking for hiring adventurers. And I mean, I've hired a few, but no one has returned yet with any items, so I just keep the offer open. I have plenty of money that I can spend on this.
Can I insight check her saying that it's for Wakanda?
Yes, you
So,
can.
Tamil?
Wakanda?
How do you spell his name, by the way?
I'll put it in the
Yeah, how do you
chat.
spell it?
Go.
I just love all these names I can't say.
Wokango or something.
Wakanga Otama.
That is 4.
You have no reason to not believe her. It doesn't come across to you as any kind of tale or anything. I mean, she's very fluid, and as she asked for what she's asking, and when you asked for why, like, she immediately was able to respond.
Understood.
And I know that you all might be interested in keeping items yourself, and that is perfectly within your right, of course, to do so. I'm simply asking for anything that you might find that you don't want to hold on to. Or maybe you find it useful while you are exploring the Undermountain, and then when you return up here, it's not as useful to you.
It is an interesting proposition, of course. If we somehow find something that we ourselves can't use, or put to good use, we'll keep you in mind.
Like I said, I'm willing to pay quite a bit for it, based on the rarity of it. If you find something very rare, I'm willing to pay up to 5,000 platinum pieces for it.
This, Guillermo's eyes almost bug out of his head for a second there as soon as she finishes saying 5,000 platinum. Oh, okay, that is quite a bit.
Wow.
That's very much to consider, of course. Hmm. How many nuke tents could that buy? Horses.
Now, that of course is if it's very rare. If it's something that's a more common but magic item, then, we would be looking around 10 platinum pieces or so, and it just goes on up until we hit those rare things. I'm also interested in purchasing any spell books that you find for Wakanga as well. And that's based on the highest level of the spell that is within the spell book, of course.
Oh, really?
Yes, he just wants to have as much knowledge as he can, and and he likes to broaden his collection to show others as they visit him in his tower.
And to what price would you put on a spell book?
Well, as I said, it depends on the level that is written in it. If it's something first level, just 5 platinum. Second or third level, 25, and on up from there.
No?
It's just something to keep in mind. I know adventuring doesn't necessarily always pay the bills, so to speak, and I thought I would approach and at least make the offer to you, and if you find something and you bring it, we can further talk from there. I do wish you all well on your trip. It is worrisome. I've seen a few groups go down, and I haven't seen any groups come back up yet that I've spoken with, so I'm not sure if that's good, bad, or otherwise.
Maybe they're just having fun in the lower levels. It couldn't be anything too bad, of course. Accidents happen. Maybe they found some friendly goblins and they're having a good time. This carnival that I was told of.
Ah, yes. I don't mean to imply that it's all bad or anything. It's just I prefer to know that my travels are going to bring me safe passage when I book such a thing, and this just seems a bit less safe. But I'm not an adventurer such as you all. Though I'm not sure if you are adventurers either. It seems as though you are performers from what I've seen so far.
I'd like to think we are all jacks of many trades, of course. We are adventurers, we are performers, and we are so much more.
Of course. Perhaps, maybe you could, play a melody up on the stage. Would you mind?
Mm,
One last performance before you go. I will tip you finely.
Well, if you're going to tip, of course Guillermo will have to oblige. Then he's gonna go ahead and grab his flute, put some polish on his fancy dancing shoes, and then he's gonna head up to the stage.
Okay. Roll performance.
Heck yeah.
Can Kaiden help by doing some kind of firework displays in the background of Guillermo?
Yeah.
The small ones.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we'll do another guidance.
Heck yeah. So I'm rolling normally, Charlie? Or rolling...
Advantage and then a d4. Oh, well, advantage and then plus the 2.
Gotcha.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh. A dirty 30.
I don't think that's a thing, buddy.
Listen.
I know you've never rolled that high before in TNT, but that's not a thing.
Okay.
She sits and like she is very enthused and very pleased with what you have played. And when you get off the stage, she approaches you and she slips one coin into your hand, and like she does that thing where like she puts her hands over yours and like slips it in, and she goes, that was quite the performance to leave on your adventure with. One that surely anyone here will not soon have forgotten. And I do wish you well, and do keep in mind what even one or two magic items could do for you and your group here, your show that you want to continue with. And then she heads back up the stairs going up where her room is. As you go and you turn over to see what the coin was, she gave you 1 platinum piece, which is 10 gold. So however you want to put that in.
Ooh.
Wow.
He's gonna immediately put it into the group inventory, and I'll go ahead and add it real quick to the thingy. Heck yeah. We're balling now. We're rich.
Well, she really wanted to establish that, like, she means business.
Well, she's definitely made a good impression with Guillermo. So, yeah, he'll remember that for sure.
All right. It is approaching time for the group to descend down. Excuse me. You probably have about 30 minutes or so. Is there any last things that anyone would like to do before they head on down?
Other than brag about the platinum that he was just given, no. He doesn't want to do anything else.
I think Adam will go to the group. Well, I mean, if this doesn't work out, I can always just copy some of my spells into spell books and we can sell it to her for a high price. You seem pretty willing to buy spell books with high level spells. I'm fortunate enough to know how to transcribe. So,
That is a very clever idea, my friend. Very clever indeed. It could possibly work too.
but I'm kind of interested to see what happens in this big old world.
Amongst the group, who would you say in the group is probably like the better dressed individual amongst the party?
That is a good question.
Laura Dreamclimber's wearing smoking armor, so no.
No.
I would probably have to say, like, it's probably a tie between Guillermo's, like, garish outfit and then Archie's, like, shiny plate armor.
Okay. All right. I will go with
Slightly dented.
slightly tinted. I will go with Archie on that because that's who I was thinking. So I'll just go with that.
Oh joy.
Yes, you are going to take damage for being finely dressed. No. As the time is getting near, there is a person who's kind of been at like the back of the tavern for both the night before and most of the day on this day. And when there's a moment that she's able to kind of catch you like away from the group, she would just slightly kind of pull at your arm and say, hello there. My name is, Esbali. I hear that you are part of the group that's, getting ready to go, and, 20 minutes, is it? Oh, are you nervous at all? I'd be shaking in my boots.
I've been through worse.
I imagine, it seems as though you all travel quite a bit, so you've probably seen a lot. I do have a favor to ask as you're down there, and it isn't anything much, and it won't really do or cost anything. But my brother, I've heard, has gone down into the Undermountain, and we've been looking for him for quite some time, and well, I mean,
dear.
yeah, well, not because we thought he was in trouble. We simply didn't know that he had gone down to the Undermountain. And as soon as I found word, I came here and have been asking for people to keep an eye out on him. He's young. He's a 22 or so. You know, he thinks he knows everything. He doesn't. He has fair skin, dark curly hair, and I need to know that he's safe. And well, and ideally I'd like for him to come back. He needs his ass kicked, and I'd like to be the one to deliver that to him. But
I don't see why not.
yes, if you are able to either help bring him back up if he's gotten into any trouble or needs assistance returning, or if you could deliver proof of his whereabouts to me, I will owe you a favor. And you can trust in House Rosnar.
House Rosnar. Are you one of the
Yes.
powerful families around here?
Well, we used to probably be more powerful than we are now. We're trying to regain our improve our reputation, and that's what is so frustrating about Cressy going off like he's done. He's apparently up to what I can imagine is no good. So the one thing to look out for, because I realize I don't have anything to show you besides a general description. He wears a platinum ring, and it has our family crest on it. And she takes out and shows you guys a picture of that. Let me. It has this on it, and it also has an inscription of our motto: fly high and stoop swift. And so that will be another way that you can use to identify him. But I need to keep him from whatever scheming he is up to down in the Undermountain, and would appreciate any assistance you can lend. And I promise to that I will be in debt to you all and will repay the favor kindly.
We shall.
What do y'all think?
It would do us good to keep an eye out, of course. Who knows? That favor could be a very handsome one.
Ah, you are very handsome. I didn't realize that you were listening. Oh, I've seen you perform.
Well, thank you, of course, but I meant the favor. The favor would have been a handsome one. But that too, yes. Guillermo is very suave and very manly.
I think the other fella looks a bit more manly, but you are handsome. She motions towards Dream Climber.
Dream Climbers just pounding beer in the back.
Well, I mustn't take up any more of your time. I know that these last few moments can be a lot when you're getting ready to go someplace new, but please do keep an eye out if you happen to see him, and let him know, even if you can't convince him to come with you all, just please let him know that, as Valise says, that I will find him, and he will have to answer to me.
We shall find him in one piece. Free for you to scold him or, hug him or whatever. Your
Beat
choice.
his ass.
Or
I-
beat his ass.
I can do all of those things. The trick is you make him think that you're missing him, and you hug him, and then you body slam him. Never sees it coming.
I like the way you think.
Sibling love.
I like the way you sing.
Ha ha! Thank you.
All right. 1 second. Oh, I can't count. Who am I missing? Okay. As the group as your time is coming near, Durnan comes up to the group, and he kind of, pulls you off to the side right in front of the well, and his face is pretty grim. He's stoic as stone as he looks at you, and he has brought with him a filled flagon of ale, and he looks at the group as he hands the ale over, not to Dream Climber, because he has been consuming way too much and knows that he'll just drink it all for himself. He looks at the group, and he goes, my one wisdom that I will impart to you all is, remember, there are brave adventurers, and there are old adventurers. But there are no brave old adventurers. Make sure you are smart down there, know when to run, and know when there's nowhere to run. I believe it's time for you all to, if you still wish to go down to the Undermountain, it's time for you to step over, and the staff here will get you situated so you can make your descent. This is your last opportunity to back down out of it. You won't get a refund, of course, because I expect people to be of their word as I am. But if you don't wish to go, you don't have to. But do remember, you can be brave, or you can be old. You cannot be both.
There's no turning back now. We've already committed to this.
Fair enough. I, too, am a individual of my word, and I understand the need to follow through with commitments. And as he finishes, you see the two workers standing at the well. They motion for the group to come over. As you come over, the staff there, they begin to strap you in one by one into a harness that is attached to the winch and pulley system. And right after they have everybody, because you're like on like a platform, but they also have you harnessed in just in case. And once they have you all situated, they look and they say, now, it's going to be bumpy along the way, so try to find your center mass wherever that might be for you, and try to do your best to hold still, if you will. If you're moving around and whatnot, it might cause somebody else to fall off if the weight isn't distributed properly. And you will have noticed that they have kind of put you onto this board so that you're bouncing each other out as best as they could determine. And they say, now, this is it. Are you sure that you are ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
And
Good to me.
they begin to lower you through the great well into the gloom of Down Shadow, the shallowest depth of the Undermountain. And as you are journeying down, you're trying hard not to think too much about the creaking old leather that you can hear or the straining ropes. It looks as though some of the fibers are not holding on quite as well. And you continue down and down into the mythic depths. The when shit creaks and it groans, you know adventure awaits you. You also know death likely awaits you as well. And you've heard whispers as you were partaking at the tavern that death has claimed countless souls. You saw people who came back and they weren't quite the same. And you're wondering, are you going to be quick enough or clever enough that you won't end up the same? And you also are beginning to question, what is it that you're truly hoping to find down here? Are you looking for fame, fortune, power? All of this? Because countless others have been here looking for this as well, but they only found their graves. And as this self-doubt or self-reflection has taken over, you finally reach the bottom. And you step off the platform, your feet touch the cool, wet ground below, and before your nerves can get the better of you, you get the harnesses off and free. You tug the ropes so that they know it's time to be raised back up. And you find yourself standing in a dark 40-foot square chamber. The air is cold and damp. It's heavy with the weight of the earth above you. The only source of light comes from the faint glow of the well's entrance high above. And it creates this unsettling atmosphere for you, and it sends a chill down your spine. Excuse me. The floor beneath you is covered in a thin layer of sand, and it crunches softly as you take your first tentative steps into the dungeon. Your eyes begin to adjust to the gloom. You look around, and you notice the walls are adorned with dented and rusty shields, once proud symbols of the warriors who ventured into these depths before. Now they serve as a grim reminder of the dangers that lie ahead. Graffiti covers the stone walls. There's a chaotic mix of messages scrawled by past adventurers. Some appear triumphant, others appear desperate. And you can't help but wonder what fate befell them as you trace your fingers along the crude etchings. And your eyes are drawn to the only visible exit from the chamber. There's a dark, foreboding tunnel to the south, and it stretches away from you, bending into the darkness and the unknown. You feel the faintest whisper of a breeze somehow carrying a warning on the stale underground air.
A warning?
Ooh.
I mean, it's just narrative
Oh, okay.
at this point. I mean, you're going into a dungeon, Pedro. Things are bound to happen.
True. Everything is completely dark around me, so the very first thing I'm gonna do is cast light on myself.
Okay. What's the radius on light?
Sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. And it's since I can color it however I want, it'll be like a soft, like golden glow, sort of.
Okay. Dim is 20, and then bright was what?
Bright light in a 20 feet radius, and then dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay.
Well, that looks like a turn.
Much better.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Cool. All right. What would the group like to do?
You'll notice as Kaiden takes off his goggles and puts them onto his over his eyes, off his head and onto his eyes. That's all from me now.
He's gonna start going around the room and kind of just checking everything out passively. He's not gonna like touch anything or mess with anything important looking. Just kind of observe.
Okay. Roll perception for me. If your passive is higher, we can use that.
Okay.
My passive perception is a 13. I'll go ahead and roll. Yeah, I think I'll use that 13 passive.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 10.
Okay. Yeah, so is there anything in particular you're looking for, or are you just trying to kind of get a feel?
Yeah, he's kind of just trying to get a feel for the room he's in. He's not really, like, looking really hard at anything.
Okay. Remind me what languages you speak?
Oh, languages. Where the hell are they? Oh, Common and Sylvan.
As you're looking around, and anyone who has a passive of 13 or higher would also, immediately notice this. You see written in the graffiti in common, hope you brought a healer. And you also see, I'll mark this with an X when I get back. You notice that there is no X marked.
Oh, man. Guillermo's gonna go ahead and approach this graffiti, and he's kind of just gonna. He wants to examine it and try to determine how old this stuff is.
Okay. What do I want you to roll for that? I guess we'll just do an investigation.
Okay. Womp womp. My passive is 10.
So you take a look, and you're specifically looking at the ones that you can understand in common.
Yeah.
And the hope you brought a healer one, that looks to be more faded. Like, you can't really pinpoint like an age on it, but it definitely looks more faded. I'll mark this with an X when I get back. That one looks to be fresh. And like, I guess, would you touch it at all in trying to figure out?
Yeah, he'll touch it.
Yeah, when you do touch this, you're not sure what exactly they used to write it, but like, you move your hand and like you have some of the ink or whatever it was on your hands.
What color is it?
It's like a I know immediately what you're going to think, but it's like a dark reddish color.
Okay. You do a little quick sniff test. See if it smells like metal or not.
You give it a sniff, and it smells like it's some kind of berry.
To taste or not to taste?
Don't.
Nah, he instead of tasting it, he trusts his better judgment and also Archie's judgment, and kind of like cleans he cleans it off on his pants.
Oh, thank the gods. You're not a dog, Guillermo. Don't taste random things.
I mean, it smelled fruity, so how bad could it have really been?
Archie will just face palm plant or slap his face. Yes, his own face, not Guillermo's.
Give me 1 second. You guys all have really good passive perception. Anyone who speaks Elvish, however, you notice and is that just Archie or does anyone else?
No, neither Dream Climber or Commander do.
Okay. You notice a message written in Elvish that says, "Beyond the pillars, the Mad Mage waits, peering from behind those arcane gates, ever searching for one of worth and burying all else in tepid earth." And then underneath it, in very big, large, bold letters, it says, "Welcome to the show."
Relay that information to the party or translate it for them. Do you think this has to do with the Mr. Blackhand? The mage from the
Hallister Blackcloak.
yeah, that's one.
I mean, one would have to be a little mad to run something like this. So, maybe. And he kind of just shrugs a little bit.
And I would say with Archie being the group's healer and you have really decent stats on things, you like immediately also notice that this message, it's written in like a dark red color, but like it's very clearly written in blood.
Oh, yeah, that's blood. I don't have a good feeling about this, but we're already here.
Right. We are in the thick of it, as they say. Or, not
Yeah,
much into
yeah,
the thick of it, but close enough.
well, there is an ominous doorway.
Is the only way is forward? What do you think, Loriman?
Fuck it, Heather. Dream Climber will go, I'll lead the way. Snow, he cannot see in the dark, but he's totally cool going first.
Maybe. Do we have any torches? I probably should
No,
have gotten those.
no, Lorman has torches.
Ah.
Also totally cool with going in the dark.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. If you step on the trap, though, I'm going to laugh.
Kaiden, as you are moving, you notice that there's something sticking up from underneath the sand.
Hold on a second. Just in front of sorry, was it Dreamwalker or Loriman?
It's like
Twin
as you
climber.
walk by, like you see it and stuff, so it's like right beside you right now.
Gonna make sure it's not a trap. Or is it just
Investigation.
stuff like-
Your passive is 16, so
15.
about at the same, yeah. You look at it and kind of peer more closely, and it looks like a piece of parchment. It does not appear to be a trap.
Alright. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up. Are you going to look to see what it is?
Yep.
You pick it up and you find that you have found a receipt from Ed's Adventure Emporium, and it is for rope, rations, and dungeon bunnies.
Dungeon what?
Dungeon what?
Dungeon bunnies.
Would I know what a dungeon bunny is?
I don't even know if I know what a dungeon bunny is. It is what was randomly selected. Roll a history check. You might be able to tell us what a dungeon bunny is. Yeah, with the 16, what do you think a dungeon bunny is? This is gonna be what it is moving forward.
It's these small companion type animals that you kind of have in a bag, and if you think a hallway is trapped, you release one, jumps through the hallway until it lands onto a trap.
Your mind is much more clean than mine, but my dad was a truck driver with lot lizards, so...
Oh no.
I don't know. Sending bunnies through minefields also sounds horrifying.
Yes.
Alright.
And Kaiden's gonna, I guess, show the receipt to everybody.
Okay.
Seems someone's been here recently. I suppose so, with the well going up and down so often.
What the hell is a dungeon bunny?
It's kind of like a trap finder almost, in a way.
You know those little mouse things that scurry around when you like pull a string? It's like one of those, but alive.
That sounds horrible.
We should
Who
get
would
to.
bring a little bunny down here to just run through traps?
I mean, it's more effective, and it takes the risk away from us getting hurt from a trap.
But it is so cruel! A small little bunny!
I mean, on the positive side of things, at least you can eat the bunny instead of the spider jerky.
You wouldn't dare suggest something so foul.
Almost looks like Moro on Kaiden's shoulders, almost drooling at the sound of bunny.
Oh no.
Dream Climber turns around and says, "Rabbit stew is delicious."
I agree.
But rabbits are just too adorable. I could not think of eating them. A cow, of course. A chicken, why not? Chicken is delicious as well, with a bit of herbs, baked in an oven. Ooh, I could go on and on. But a bunny. I would rather pet one or pull a bunny out of a hat, but you kill one and eat one? No.
I'm sure we can change your mind.
Well,
If we-
until then, let's see if this guy's alive or not, or gal.
right. Let's see if we can find.
Try and find a bunny.
Dun, 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 dun. It just keeps going.
Yeah,
just
we're gonna
keeps
go down to
going.
the end of this thing here.
All right. As you step into this room, you have an uneasy feeling that creeps over you. The walls seem to come alive with sinister energy, as every 10-foot section hosts a 9-foot high, 4-foot wide, 3-inch deep door shaped recess, and each contains a bas relief carving of a demon. Their twisted and grotesque features expertly rendered in stone. Their demonic eyes leer at you as if hungering for your very souls. Each relief depicts a different kind of demon, their forms ranging from hulking brutes with gnashing teeth to lith, serpentine creatures with wickedly curved claws. The flickering light from your torches is... I don't know if any of you have a torch, but we'll assume that you do. We'll just go with it.
Guillermo has light.
Yeah. Okay. The light from Guillermo casts eerie shadows across the carvings, making it seem as though the demons are shifting before your eyes. Amidst the oppressive atmosphere, you notice that there is, I think you're, oh no, you're not standing on it, a skeleton lying on the cold stone floor.
Oh, there he is. Archie will point to the skeleton.
Are you so sure that's the one we were looking for?
No, I'm just saying there's a skeleton there.
Hmm.
Could be him.
Dream Climber will go up to the skeleton. Oh, I guess I'm not necessarily taking Candor with me. Break that
Well,
up.
and if you
And he'll
don't want to
take a-
move Heather's token
take a
around,
look
like,
at it.
I can move it whenever we actually need it.
No, I can move it around. Screen is on a blank room.
Yeah.
Guillermo's gonna look for any from the like the carved reliefs of like demon faces. He's just gonna gravitate towards the ugliest one and kind of just stare at it.
You notice a mirror and you see your face.
No!
As you take a look at the skeleton, you see that it is a kinku. Kinku. It's a bird.
Enku.
Yep, there we go. The frail bird-like bones, they appear to be fragile and brittle. It's a testament to the unforgiving nature of the dungeon. One of its thin arms are outstretched towards a particularly menacing bas relief on the south wall, depicting a demon with it has a hulking form adorned with grotesque tusk and a tangled mane. And it just gives off like the sense of raw power and malice as you look upon it.
Lorman would like to take a closer look at the one that it's pointing at.
Guillermo's just gonna like turn to the party and kind of just try to like mimic the demon's face and kind of put his fingers to his mouth to kind of symbolize tusks. It looks a bit like this.
All right.
Titan is going to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. Roll investigation for me, Ricky. And detect magic, that's 10 minutes if you're ritually casting, right?
I
think
believe
so.
so. I think it's the rule in ritual casting.
Yeah. All right. So you take a look more closely at this, and aside from the, just the creepiness of it, you don't really notice anything else going on with this particular bas relief that you're looking at.
Dream Climber looks at it closely. He's ugly. And turns around. Wanders.
Astutely put.
Guillermo makes that face again with the tusks and shit. And
That's the one.
Like this.
Pretty.
You said there were doors behind the characters? Or like under them?
No,
No,
it's the
I
way
think-
that it, like, it's carved in. It looks like a door, but it's just like kind of an indentation in.
We
You are not detecting any magic coming from here right now.
That is sweet. I will maintain concentration of that as we move forward.
Okay.
And
Yeah, continue on up to these, what I'm gonna assume are stairs.
was there anything on the kingdom? It was just a skeleton.
It's just the skeleton at this point.
Looks busted.
Okay.
I think I could see staircases up there. Branches off, it seems.
Alright, and give me 1 second here. As the group moves in, you do immediately notice hiding behind the pillars. I guess you don't necessarily. Archie, you catch behind. You can see like a shadowy figure coming from behind one of the pillars. Candor also is able to see it as you begin moving in, and like soon enough they kind of stumble and alert the group to their presence as you approach. And give me 1 second and then we'll roll initiative. We'll do a break and then come back in. So as you are coming in to this room and cautiously entering in, you notice that there are these towering stone pillars that just kind of dominate the space, and the dim light casts elongated shadows, creating this atmosphere of tension and unease, which only becomes worse as a couple party members do spot that there seems to be something lurking behind. And your instincts tell you that this is going to be a dungeon that you must remain on alert for, because danger could be anywhere. And your attention gets drawn to the northernmost pillar, where you see a massive skeleton of a giant constrictor snake coiled around the top half. Its bones are bleached white with age, a testament to the countless years that have passed since it's met its demise. And the skeleton itself, of course, is harmless, but you can tell just upon looking, if it were to be touched, it would crumble and fall apart. And as you continue to scan the room, you notice that there seems to be a warning carved into the southeast wall. And then at this point, as you notice that, you hear the bugbears come out from behind, realizing that you are creeping in. And let's go ahead and roll initiative. We'll do a break and we'll come back and go from there.
Oh, joy.
Ooh.
Go, Archie. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Charlie, could you roll for Mora?
Yeah, let me open
Oh, womp womp.
up your sheet.
The nimble Guillermo is slow to act.
Oh gosh, where is initiative on character sheets? Because I can't click their token since it's attached to you.
In the upper
That
right.
is-
Upper right.
Yeah,
I
like
can't see it on
below, below proficiency.
Mora sheet. I cannot see the initiative.
No, that's not, I think because it's a creature, it's different, because I don't see it in the upper.
I think familiars go on the same turn.
Oh, really? I was reading it before, and it has
Or
its
they have
own
their own.
initiative.
Oh,
Here we go. I got it. Nice. All right.
wow, you can't even name him? Just got Owl down there?
It says it everywhere else. If I open it, it definitely says the name. All right, let's do a break, and we'll come back and do some initiative.
Hey,
All right.
Tom.
Should we just go ahead and say 3 to make it nice and easy because we never come back in 5 minutes?
Sure.
We.
All right. Me? I never come back in 5 minutes. Neither does Pedro. Everybody else is good.
Neither do I.
All right. We will be back at 3 o'clock and doing some initiative.
Heck yeah.
I'm down.
Alright.
The mute.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to our raiders. Thank you for stopping by. If you're still here hanging out, we appreciate that. I didn't realize until after I called the break, but we are glad to have you here. We are playing some Dungeon of the Mad Mage currently, and we are in combat. All right. And, of course, the person who's not here is first in the initiative. Ricky, you are up with Candor.
Candor is gonna call out. There's bugbears ahead. Letting those that can't see them know. And then he's gonna target, well, the only one he can see. And it's gonna start out by casting Vicious Mockery. So the bugbear needs to make a will save? Wisdom save, DC 11.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Will save's a whole other system.
Yeah, we're not playing no Pathfinder.
We could be playing 3.5.
I've never played 3.5 before.
It seems interesting.
Seems very chunky
Okay,
as well.
that works out the same. Good
Lots of
deal.
stuff to do.
All right, 19. Do I pass?
Just barely.
What was your Vicious Mockery?
Well, you didn't ask Heather last week when she used it.
I'm
No,
pretty sure I
gotta
did.
go-
I think I asked you. All you have to do in the chat is do insult. Do you not know that? It's because of
Huh?
Heather that exists. I think it's exclamation point insult. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what we go with. What are you gonna do for a face when the monkey wants his butt back?
Oh, I misspelled it. Oops. I can't spell.
And then, yeah, he will. He's gonna hold tight.
Okay. All right. Upon hearing you yell forth at the other one, this one's going to rush out with his Morning Star, and who's going to rush forward towards Archie there, and +4. Does a 16 hit?
Oh yeah, meets it beats it. Yeah.
And I promised to math better. I messed up and, almost took Ricky out last session because I couldn't add things together.
Oh goodness.
I wrote him a long apology about it, and I think he probably laughed at me. 14 piercing damage. As he swings and, lets out, a grunting sound towards you.
With a 16 hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have very good armor.
Uh-oh.
Alright, Moro is up.
Moro's going to fly and distracting the bugbear by using the help action to give Archie advantage on his next attack against the bugbear.
Okay.
And then using its flyby feature, going to move back next to Guillermo over here.
Okay, and with flyby, it doesn't provoke opportunity, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Can chuck it in there for you if you'd like.
Let me get us some battle music.
This is oddly comforting music.
Alright, Kaiden, you're up.
Kaiden is going to cast Ray of Frost at the bugbear in front of Archie.
Okay.
Sees he pull up the card and it turns into this kind of icicle, throws it straight towards the bugbear. Ooh.
Womp.
That
It's an
is
11 to
going
hit.
to miss the bugbear.
Understood.
Anything else for Kaiden?
That is his turn.
Okay. Archie.
Alrighty, let me see what I have in my spell book. Hmm. Actually, we're just gonna bonk. Why not?
You have advantage on that hit as well.
Ooh, I want a crit fish. Alrighty.
Nice.
Nice.
I can only do one attack.
Okay.
That's my turn. Oh wait, I had advantage. Can I crit fish?
Yeah, you can roll to see.
Cool. Oh, that's just worse. Alright, we'll stick with the 22.
All right. Okay. All right. You're going to see as this one. He is actually going to dash going down this southernmost hall.
Ooh,
All right, and Dream Climber is up.
Dream Climber didn't see that. He's gonna run up to this one. And he's gonna take first attack. It didn't show up for some reason.
No, it did not show up.
did you check what type of roll you're doing?
Yeah. It would have been 14.
Okay, 14 would have missed.
Okay. Try this again. That one
16
works.
hits.
Ooh, look at the little graphic.
And
Animation
do that plus dreadful strike. So 6 piercing, then 4 psychic damage.
All right.
Yeah,
Anything else
and
for your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, Guillermo.
All right. So Guillermo is going to run up to the side of this creature over here, take aim, and then he's going to swing 3 times at it. So that's his attack, his extra attack, and then his bonus action attack with his offhand.
Okay.
All right. So that is a hit with 5 slashing damage on the first swing.
Is
Ooh,
That is
Ooh,
a
there you
crit
go.
on the second swing for a total of 13 damage. And then the offhand swing,
all right.
that is
I mean, you You've gotten him. So tell us what we see.
Guillermo does some fancy spins and swirls as he's slashing and cutting and ripping and tearing, and he falls into ribbons or some shit, I guess. I don't know. He cuts them into pieces.
All right. Okay. Oh, it's. Let me fix this.
I thought I heard some footsteps earlier. Did anyone else hear? Did anyone
I
else hear
saw-
that as well?
Saw someone going that way.
All right. Candor is up.
Candor could see that thing run by. So he's going to go 15. $25. I'll get 30. He's gonna call out. I don't see him down here anymore. Maybe he kept going.
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Anything else for Candor?
No. Yeah, no.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Can I have a intelligence saving throw from Guillermo, please?
Uh-oh.
So that was
Let me see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Intelligence saving throw. That's a fail. I got a 6.
Oh God.
uh-oh.
I hate being the DM. Okay. Let me roll some stuff and then we'll chat.
Oh boy.
All right. You are taking 17 psychic damage.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good though.
You can cast spells?
I haven't gotten. You guys don't see what's happening yet. Yeah. Let's see. This. It is thinking. What's your intelligence score?
I don't like that question.
I know. I don't like asking that question.
It's an 8.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's a good number on this case.
Why?
No reason. I just asked. Just asked questions. You see as out of the bugbear, suddenly this. I'm gonna move the bugbear just so its token's not in the way. You see this little creature come out. It looks like a brain with feet. And it just looks as though it's like staring right into the soul of Guillermo, which it doesn't have any eyes, but like it just feels as though it's staring right into you as it delivers psychic damage. And then it is going to go ahead and, out of frustration, it is, let me make sure I'm right. Yes. It is going to then try to hit you, and it didn't work on being able to make you go and incapacitated. It's going to try to hit at you with its claws. Guillermo for a 22 to hit.
That hits, but is Guillermo too stupid for it to mess with him? Is
No.
that what happened?
I didn't roll high enough. So if you fail your save, I roll 3 d6s, and if the total is higher than your intelligence, then you drop to 0.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, but I did not roll
Okay,
an
you
8.
need a good intelligence then.
Thank goodness.
All right. You're taking 6 slashing damage.
Damn. Okay. So Guillermo's like shrieking in pain.
All right, and then that is going to put us to Moro's turn. Oh, I did not mean to skip.
Seeing this brain, Mora's going to fly over and distract it for Dream Climber, giving him advantage on his next attack roll, and then fly back to where he was. And that is his turn.
Okay. All right, Kaiden.
Kaiden is going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the brain. So there'll be a Wisdom saving throw for a DC of
Okay.
14.
Nope, it has failed.
It is now prone and incapacitated. It can make a Wisdom saving throw if triggered by damage, and I think at the end of its turn. It gets advantage if it takes damage to make the save.
Okay.
And that is Kaiden's turn.
All right, Archie.
I see a brain on the ground. I'm gonna hit it.
Kick
What
the
in the world?
brain.
Ugh. Alright. It's being weird.
It should be at advantage as well.
Alright. 17?
17 hits if you want to re-roll just in case you would have crit.
That's worse.
Okay.
For bludgeoning. And that's the turn.
All right. Dream Climber, you were up.
Dream Climber was gonna run down and hang out with Candor. He sees this thing pop out. He goes, "Oh, shit!" He's gonna attack it. The first one.
Oh wait, I get to
You get to
see if
re-roll
he's.
the will save.
Yeah, let me.
Yep.
I got advantage from the owl either way.
Yeah, well, and you get advantage because he would still be prone, just not incapacitated.
Yeah. So whenever it takes damage, it gets to roll with advantage for a Wisdom saving throw, beating 14.
Okay. I got a 15 after the attack with Archie then. So he's no longer
Gotcha.
incapacitated. Ricky, you do hit with your dirty 20.
So I hit that. And then he also gets the 7 piercing, 4 psychic.
Okay.
Oh, you get to do dreadful strikes every time?
I can do it once per round, once per
Oh.
turn. I can provide.
Is Dreadful
that.
Strike considered magical?
I mean, it's psychic.
So yes.
So I probably should have described it. So Dream Climber, his shadow just kind of does its own thing. He's just hanging out, just looking around. So when Dream Climber attacks and like he stabs it, you can see the shadow come in from the side and just also stab with the weapon, doing the psychic damage.
Hmm.
That's pretty dope.
It's mind scarring
Yeah,
magic.
it's magic.
So yeah,
Yep,
that is.
it is. I was looking it up while you were talking. Okay, cool. Good to know. Guillermo.
Uh, I have way more attacks.
Oh, okay. Okay, buddy. I'm sorry. I've only ever played with you to level 3.
Whose fault is that? No.
Lost mine of Fendelver.
Will attack again. Still prone. That
All right.
hits.
That hits.
Just the straight 9 piercing,
Okay.
and then he's gonna with the stab twice with the spear, and then he's gonna turn and hit it with the butt of it if it's still kicking.
It's still
Like
kicking.
that's
It's
so
got its little
gross.
feet
Oh,
just kind of pedaling up in the air. 13 will also hit.
and that's 4 or 7 bludgeoning. I forgot. I got a strength score on this character.
Hell.
It's still moving its little feet around. Its little duck feet.
That's the end of his turn.
All right. Guillermo.
Guillermo has decided it no longer deserves those little duck feet, so he's gonna swing at it 3 times.
Okay.
All right. That is a 20 to hit with 7
Okay.
slashing damage.
All right.
We
Tell
also
us
have
what we see.
advantage. Oh,
Guillermo swings for one of its feet and severs it, and I assume it kind of just bleeds out or dies of shock or something.
Yeah, it just begins the cutting off of the foot. The blood supply just begins leaking out everywhere. And it is defeated.
Hell yeah.
All right. What else would you like to do?
He's gonna kick the little burning thing's corpse. What is this damn thing? It's disgusting.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Kindor.
Gandor didn't see any of that. He's gonna go down here, just peek down the hall. Oops. See nothing. And 20. And then come back, and he's gonna go, oh shit, where'd that come from? The other one's gone down the south. That's all Candor's got going on.
Okay.
I love.
Moro.
Mora's going to move to the center of the room, and if he sees anything, I'll get him to relay that to me.
What is his vision?
He has 120 feet of dark vision.
Damn.
Ew.
He's got those big eyes.
Hoot hoot.
You said 120?
Yep.
Okay. He would need to not be behind the pillar that's right in front. Would be the only thing. But assuming he's not behind that, he would be able to see the bugbear has gone down the hallway.
Yeah, it's got 20 more feet of movement, so I think I can move him here, and he should be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You'll have a look see.
Yeah, he's able to see the bugbear.
How far away is the bugbear?
95 feet.
All right. Since Moro can't talk, he is going to end his turn.
All right, Kaiden.
Kaiden's going to run up past the party over here. While he's running, tell them that the bugbear's about 90-ish feet south of them, still running. And he's going to end his turn.
All right, Archie.
I'm gonna go follow Kaiden, I suppose. Where's the ruler? 15, 20. Would the owl have told us where the bugbear went? Or like, aside from down, do we know where the bugbear went?
I think just down, right?
Alright.
Oh, that's what
Fine.
Moro sees at least.
Down the hallway, I guess.
Do we want to keep chasing it, or
I want to say yeah, but if one of those brain things jump out at us again, it could potentially kill Guillermo.
Or anyone
right, you
else
ain't
with an
using
8.
Yeah.
There are 3 of you to
Lucky
pick
for-
from.
oh goodness?
Lorem and Dreamclimber will say, what could it be leading us to? May want to take our time.
It could be more of those little brain creatures.
All right, is Archie continuing down the hall or stopping and waiting there?
Probably waiting. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, the bugbear's just gonna keep going. Okay, Dream Climber.
Dream Climber. He's gonna go to here, see if he can see, just because he wants to make sure.
Yeah.
He has exactly 10 feet of blind sight, so it's dark, but he can tell what's within 10 feet of him. And he goes, "He's not here," and he just pulls up into the middle of the room.
Way to stick to your character. I appreciate that. All right, is that your turn?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I just want to make sure everyone has a chance, and we can
Punch
call
Guillermo
it.
in the face.
Guillermo, what would you like to do?
Is that better?
God. He's actually gonna go ahead and let me see. Please, I should have the spell. Right, I do. Oh,
There
There's
goes
the
the bot.
bot. Sorry, it's not playing music, so I'm trying to figure out why.
so Guillermo's gonna go ahead and mutter like an incantation, and it almost sounds like he's trying to sing like a tiny little song to himself. But his hands flash, and he casts Healing Word on himself at 2nd level.
Okay,
Mm.
nice. I didn't know you could heal.
Not very well. He only heals himself for 6 health.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
He's going to he is going to move down this way. Kind of take a look down the hall and whatnot in this direction. And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
It is 13.
Okay. Well, let me scroll because you're going from area 2 to 21.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, like that's what I was talking about with when I was like preparing. I was going linear and then realized you can get to so many different areas. So ahead of you is area 21 on the map. But you are
Jeez.
currently in room 2B. So what you can see from where you are currently, it just looks like a long hallway.
Okay.
There's nothing that jumps out at you from there.
Literally or otherwise.
Yeah. All right. We are up at the top of initiative. What would the group like to do? Do we want to stay in the initiative order? Do we want to exit out?
Mm.
Do we
What
want
do
to
you
go
guys think?
one more round through and then exit out?
I don't think we're going after it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my spells reach that far.
All right, then I will exit us out of combat. All right, the group stands. You see the little brain creature. You see the bugbear there on the ground, and then you do have the hallway that you came from. You have a hallway going north, going south where the bugbear had taken off towards, and then one to the west here.
Candor is going to go through the bugbear's possessions.
Of course.
Hmm.
Let me check real quick. I just wanted to make sure it didn't have anything I was supposed to say, because sometimes I'm bad about rolling stuff and then finding out later I was supposed to give you something specific. So you see the Morning Star. It's terrible quality. It looks to be pretty damaged at this point. The armor on the bugbear has been destroyed, as has its shield that it was carrying with it. And then rifling through the pockets, Candor finds a crude iron dagger that has a wooden hilt that's wrapped in leather.
Candor will look at it and be like, I got 4 better ones.
Does she really have 4 daggers?
She has 2 daggers, 2 rapiers, and a short bow. Or he has.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, I was meaning Heather, but yeah.
Wrapped.
Man, Candor is ready for adventure. Or something.
He also has manacles. Not
Oh, now the
burning
music's
shade there.
gonna play. Okay. Did you say manacles?
I did.
Great. Heather, if you're
Oh,
listening,
Guillermo regains
awesome.
us. 17 hit points.
Lovely. I'm back to full health, I think.
So above, how do you heal ability damage?
So I've like done like if he would have dropped to 0, is that what you're asking?
I mean, he took you did take ability damage, right, Pedro? Or did
No.
No, he
No?
got lucky.
Oh,
I only rolled a 4 with my 3d6s, so he got
Ah.
lucky, which means I
Okay.
got lucky because that was stressing me out. But I mean, it's gonna keep coming up. So wish is one option.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's that. Um, greater restoration, I think, was another one that showed. What I was reading though, unless the intellect devourer actually gets to do its body thief, it seems as though a long rest will restore the intelligence. I don't know that that's rules as written and stuff, like, because there's nothing that says anywhere what actually restores it, because like I looked last weekend for quite a bit, I looked this morning for quite a bit just so I would know what would, but I think the big thing is making sure, yeah, making sure it doesn't go any further than that, because then it like actually eats your brain.
Run like hell. That's all
Yep.
I just heard.
Yeah, and what Godright put in the chat in Xanther's guide, it talks about the downtime option for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't mess around is the moral here.
I am now a ranged ranger. Just anyone asks.
Super ranged.
With my 10 feet of blind sight. Uh,
Could Kaiden examine the intellect devourer to see if he knows about their kind and mind flayers and such,
Yes, you can.
or figure out what this creature is more? What role would that be?
Um, I would be inclined to say nature or history, probably.
All right, I will go with history. Hmm. 24.
Okay, and you do immediately recognize this and know it to be an intellect devourer. And you would also know that they they're not acting on their own intention, that this foul creature is going to be doing it on behalf of a mind flayer.
Gotcha. I'm going to relay this to the party and say, well, it seems like might be a possible mind flare in the area. These creatures tend to only act on their whims. Of the mind flayer, that is.
That is not a good sign.
Color me surprised.
do we want to go north? The thing ran south. Do we want to avoid it or go after it?
Considering this one jumped out of the bugbear's head, can only assume the other one is also hosting another one of these intellect devourers. So perhaps north is the best option.
Perhaps, yes.
And
Or we
Titan, I think you would also be with that role, like you would know that your less intelligent friends are probably more at risk than, say yourself.
Oh, 100%.
And they like you also, because you rolled pretty high, you would know that even though like they seem pretty feeble, like that they are smart enough to know like who to go after. Like there is no instance where you would have been the target of them in amongst the group that you're with.
Just try to think smart thoughts, is all I can say. Perhaps one of you should hold Canda's abacus. Maybe that will give you a better chance at surviving.
Andor holds out the abacus and says, "Whoever can count the highest has it."
How is that Candor's intelligence?
14.
Okay.
What else?
Alma goes, 10.
What the fuck?
As it went out to Guillermo, I fear for you.
Oh, someone's dying.
Guillermo will try to be very careful around this.
Yes.
All right. Let me, before you leave, because I didn't read everything. As you all are kind of standing and kind of getting your bearings, and kind of is relaying that some of the party is inevitably going to possibly be fucked by a brain-eating devourer. You notice that there is a stark warning that is carved into the southeast wall. In very crudely written letters, it spells out certain death this way in common. And there's an arrow that is pointing towards that southern exit as well.
Hmm.
And maybe it's good we didn't go that way.
Right. Down the tunnel not marked as certain death.
Dream Climber will very carefully look at the walls next to the northern tunnel to make sure they don't say certain death.
Yeah, you take a look and you do not see any messages written on those walls.
Perfectly safe this way.
All right.
This way we go.
If you say so.
And he stops when he hits this entrance here.
Yeah, you
And he
see.
looks
Oh,
inside.
interesting.
You see an entrance.
And-
Door. There's a door.
There's a door.
Go up to here, and Candor will look at the door for traps or locks or any of that good stuff.
Okay. Investigation for Candor.
Oh,
Looks perfectly safe.
Looks good, boss.
Just looks like a door. I feel like Candor just immediately reaches for the door, feeling as though maybe it's better to be inside of here than not.
Is it locked?
good.
Can
It is
Candor
not
open
locked. Yep, it opens.
More hallways.
And yep. Dream Climber will go on in.
Yeah, as you enter the room, your attention is immediately drawn to this unadorned wooden armor stand that is situated right in the center of the chamber. There's a faintly glowing longsword that is stabbed into the stand. Its gleaming blade is casting a soft light that flickers across the walls. The mysterious aura surrounding the weapon, it beckons you to come closer, inviting you to uncover its secrets. At the base of the stand, you notice that there is the skeletal remains of a hand. Its bony fingers are splayed out amidst dried bloodstains. The grisly scene sends a shiver down your spine as you ponder the fate of the unfortunate soul to whom the hand once belonged. Adding to the unsettling atmosphere, you hear echoes of distant voices occasionally filling the room. Their words indistinct and barely audible to you, and the sounds emanate from a series of vents in the ceiling, making it impossible to discern the origin of the voices or the nature of their conversations.
This isn't a good idea.
Yeah. Don't touch that.
Guillermo wants to examine the hand on the ground.
Okay, are you picking it up?
Yes. The skeletal hand. I'm gonna touch the
That's just the
skeletal.
wall.
Why do you
Well-
do stuff like that?
Who, me?
Yeah, just let me pick up this skeleton hand. I'm just teasing.
It's calcium.
Yeah, exactly. What if I got hungry?
Oh. Uh-oh. There was a pain.
What if you got hungry?
Yeah, you know, as a snack.
I have no words for you. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so, as you go and you're, like, examining the hand, you don't really, like, notice anything, unusual about, besides it being there, about the hand itself. It is, so the description, the hand is wrapped around the, end of the sword, so it is holding on to that sword right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not touching. I don't want to touch the sword itself, but more so the hand, like the
Mhm.
bone.
Yeah, and you're able to grab the hand itself that's like wrapped around the end, and you're able to move it off without any problem.
So I kind of hold the disembodied hand in my opposite hand, and then like I kind of give myself a handshake.
Why are you like this?
That's a good trick. We should do that on the street.
It would certainly bring
right.
some attention.
And Sly, you would cast detect magic, right?
I think I'd have to recast it since I used Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
I'm keen to ritual cast it again. I need 10 minutes before anyone touches the sword.
Can Solomon look in the vents?
He's probably the only one tall enough.
Or Lorman look in the vents? Yeah, he wants to look in the vents.
I thought you kept saying Solomon. I was like,
did.
I
I'm gonna
thought I
cook
heard
when I
it
come up
earlier
with that.
too, and I was like, maybe I'm just because they are similar. As you like look, or
10
try
feet. That's all he
10
can see.
That's all you can see. Roll me a perception roll. Okay. You kind of like Lorman kind of hoists himself like up closer to the vent. I mean, it's extremely dark, so like there is nothing for him to see into the vent itself. As he like listens, it is hard for him to pick up like anything super distinct, but you kind of catch the like aroma of like freshly baked pie wafting through, and you get the sense that maybe these vents are from up above and perhaps connected to these shops up above.
There's pies in here. Pies in here.
What kind of pies?
Hold on, let me get my torch out. And he'll pull his torch out and try and see if he can see farther down. If nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean, you still are unable to see anything as you're up and looking into the vent, and the vents are up above in the ceiling.
Yeah, he's just gonna wander around until Heidi says we're good to go.
Archie, down below, you would notice that down here is a very obvious secret door. And you can see that there are
Oh.
two eye holes that are look to be kind of carved into it.
Into the door.
Yeah, like peek holes to look out.
Yeah, I'll look through it.
As you look through it, you immediately recognize the like old rug that you had previously passed and the skeleton, the bird-like skeleton. So that door leads out into the hall that you all just came from.
Does the door look openable? Or is it just a wall?
It does look like can be open, yes. Are you gonna open it up?
No. We already have a pathway back.
Okay. Alright,
Hate intelligence.
the group waits 10 minutes as Kaiden finishes up with the ritual casting of Detect Magic, and I'm in the wrong area. You do get the sense that this is a magical sword.
Is there any other sources of magic around the sword?
Let me look in the adventure itself. Nope, that's all that it's. All it says about it is the sword is magical. It is shedding light in a 10-foot radius.
Do I know the school of magic around it?
I can
sure.
try to look it up. Like, it doesn't tell me anything, so I would have to dig.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No worries.
It just says
seems
the
good to
sword
check.
is magical.
Seems like a nice sword. If no one uses it, we could probably sell it for some platinum off that woman.
Well, one would have to risk laying their hand on the weapon.
I could always mage hand it out of there, if no one wants to touch it.
Do it, Ricky. Do it, Ricky. If you miss, this is what you get. Do it, Ricky. She has shown that Candor is a hoarder.
Whatever that sword is fucked. If he wants me to give it to Heather.
You can't go
I mean, there
revealing
is a
stuff like that.
skeleton hand.
What the hell? What? It's a long sword.
It's
how
whatever
much does a
sword
longsword
Heather,
weigh?
whatever sword Heather can carry.
Oh, it's a rapier.
Sure.
God damn it! All right, but I'm narking on you when she watches this later.
I just won't post it. I'm gonna delete it. No proof.
delete the whole stream. We just didn't play.
We lost service. My internet went out.
Candor will. How do I justify this? Candor likes stuff.
Isn't he a rogue? I feel like he would be all about a magical. Like, I think it makes sense. Heather can be mad at me because now no one's gonna take it. So.
Candor will draw the magical rapier out of the back of the skull of this thing, or wherever it's stuck in it.
Okay. Good job, Ricky. Thank you. I passed the message that you can tell Heather. Well, maybe not all of that. I might have given you too much.
Candor pulls it out. Goes, oh, we get light now? This will be great. And goes to sheath it. And then it pops back into his hand. He looks at it for a minute and goes, shit. I think it's cursed.
Could you try stowing it away again?
Candor will try and sheath it. Let go.
Yeah, Candor lets
Back
go,
in
but the
hand.
sword does not leave Candor's hand.
Oh,
Well, the rapier,
is-
rather. The rapier.
Rapier.
that is very unfortunate.
I mean, at least you won't drop it.
Can't
Right,
disarm.
but for better or for worse, you won't be able to drop it. Well, I guess it would have happened to one of us eventually.
It's awful. Oh, I guess I have to equip it.
Yeah, it's the weapon. I mean, I think Heather will be okay. She has also said that Strahd can bite her, so, like, I think we're okay.
I think that's two different things.
Oh goodness, what I'd miss.
Sword is cursed. The sword
Alrighty.
is cursed.
Alright. What would the group like to do now that you have a magic sword? Well, and also, I mean, really thinking about it, Candor being the thief, and then you have, like, the possibility of getting coin for magic items, like, there's no way Candor wouldn't have grabbed it.
Yeah.
Like, we've justified it. And if she is upset, we can backpedal, but I don't think she will be.
Alright.
Alright. I feel like I'm missing someone. The group continues. Are you going to continue going in the hallway to the north?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. The voices stopped. That's not disturbing.
As you all move, you see that the hall either goes to the left or to the right. Well, I don't know why I click on Dream Climber, because he can't see shit.
So,
Looks clear.
Guillermo wants to try to like wait a second to see if he can hear noises coming down from either side of the hall. He's gonna like take a moment to like listen for a while.
Yeah, roll for me a perception. We'll do the left side, and then perception for the right side.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, nice. All right, so that is for the left side.
Okay.
Now
Oh.
the right side.
Okay.
That is a
Ball,
crit
ball.
fail for the right side.
You do not detect any noise coming from either side.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like any noise of note. I mean, it's a dungeon. Like, you're hearing the typical, creaks and groans and things, but nothing that makes you think there's something in one place and not the other.
Gotcha. Should we settle this on a coin flip? I'm not sure which direction to go.
I can consult the cards if you'd like.
Okay, sure.
Kaiden shuffles his deck, pulls out a card. It's got an arrow that's pointing to the right. Ah, to the right we go. He realizes
Adventure.
it's upside down. Oh, I mean left.
Left.
Okay, left it is.
All right, as you go down the long shadowy hall, you find yourself eventually reaching the entrance of a 50-foot square room. The air within the chamber is heavy. It feels as though it's an oppressive atmosphere, and it immediately sets your nerves on edge. Your eyes are drawn towards the 5 pillars that dominate the space. Each look to be crafted from humanoid bones and painted a deep, sinister black. The grotesque nature of the pillars sends a shiver down your spine, and you realize that there is a dark and twisted history that had to have led to their creation. The pillars loom over the room, casting eerie shadows that dance across the floor and the ceiling, and their structures just remind you that torment had to have happened within these walls and serve as a warning to any who dare to continue venturing deeper into the unknown.
I'm gonna look around. Are there any more messages on the walls?
Give me one. Yeah. All right. You suddenly see as out from one of the I'm spacing alcoves. Suddenly you see this flying creature come. It looks like a brain with a beak. It does get a surprise round as it comes flying right towards Archie because they had rolled a 23 on their stealth.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing's ugly. Ooh.
Isn't it? So
That ain't no bird.
go ahead and add yourselves to the combat tracker. I'll do the surprise round on that, and then
Grell.
yeah, a grell.
Bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why that cracks me up so much. I'm sorry.
I mean, the whole. It looks like
Oh.
what's the guy with the beak from the cereal? Toucan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I think of when I see this beak. Man, Candor is like crushing it on here. Okay, so let's see. As he comes out. Ooh.
Could you add Morrow in as well, please, Charlie?
Yes.
Go.
Where it says
I need
token?
to quickly grab something from the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I should have invested in a shield.
Okay, I'm really sorry in advance. I rolled my first nat 20 of the night, but it doesn't feel very good. Or the day. I'm not used to playing during the day. Okay, so... Sorry. That's not horrible. You are going to take 9 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
9 with the con. Okay.
Okay, well, you are not paralyzed, so you have that going on. I also... So, you see as this brain tentacle beaked creature flies at you and its tentacles wrap around you, and as they do, the ends, the little needles that are sticking, they pierce into you for the 9 piercing damage. You are currently grappled.
Oh. I'm sorry, that's one of my biggest irks.
What's that, being grappled? Or needles?
No, needles.
Oh, I won't. Then I won't say needles anymore. I apologize.
Barbs are fine. No, you're good. You're good.
you just get poked. We'll go with that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm like deathly afraid of needles.
Okay, and all right, and it doesn't say anything about it being contested. So on your turn, you can try to escape the grapple.
Cool.
Charlie, can you move the Twitch screen?
No,
I mean,
this one.
your channel.
Yeah, I'll move it. This one's just like hard because it's so many small rooms. And I'm using my Mac now, and that makes it harder. I'm trying to look at the stream to move it with the mouse. Okay, there we go. All right, and then that puts us at initiative with Candor up first.
Andor is gonna go to here. Gonna use his fancy new magical rapier and make an attack.
Add a +1 to hit, and then +1 to damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
I will actually put an item in later, but I don't have
okay.
it set for it being a rapier. Okay, that
15.
will hit.
So +1 there. And a little sneaky attacks.
Oh,
Damn. Okay, so 10, so 18 total.
18 total.
That math is too hard for me.
And then Candor doesn't want to get touched, so he's going to disengage and move back. Won't let me move there that way, so we'll do this. He's going to move there. And say, get it, guys.
All right. Well, this guy is up, so he is naturally going to attack the creature he has currently grappled. You see as one more of its tentacles swings into you. Does get advantage. Does a 19 hit? That's dumb. I know it.
yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
Silvery bobs.
Oh,
Okay. What what's that gonna
As a
do for it?
reaction, they have to re-roll the d20 and use a lower roll than
Okay.
the roll they got.
So the original roll was lower than my re-roll. Because I just got a 23.
And I'll give advantage to.
You're going to take 4 piercing damage, and then
all right.
it is also going to try to bite you. And before I say anything, is there anything our card person would like to do?
Out of reactions.
Okay. I didn't know if that counted as a reaction.
No.
I just feel I got my second now 20. So I was hoping.
Use it on the first one. That's right.
It's okay, man.
17 piercing damage from the Grell.
Oh my god.
Oh, down I go.
Oh no.
Okay. And he is actually going to, since you were grappled by him, he is going to take and move so that he is going to be 15 feet up in the air, holding on to Archie.
Bye, guys.
All right, Kaiden, you are up.
This guy's 15 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll try it anyway.
Okay.
I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the grill.
Okay. And that's a wisdom.
Yep.
Let's... Okay. 18 for my wisdom save.
Unfortunate. And that is all Kaiden is going to do. I just went out the way. Moron.
Okay. You all see as hovering about 10 feet off the ground, you see as another Grell moves into the room. Alright, Moro's turn.
Moro is going to move next to Candor and end this turn.
Okay. Alright, Dream Climber.
Dream Climber is going to take out his bow. Target that thing. The one holding Archie, and he's going to shoot twice.
Okay.
You gave me
advantage on the first one.
Yeah, that's
one.
good. Good stuff.
So, critical hit. 11 piercing on the first
Okay.
shot. And second attack.
Okay, that will hit.
Three did less well. And he's gonna say, "Look out!" Oh, I guess I gotta move so I can. And he's gonna put himself in the way.
Okay.
Let's see you pick me up. That'll be his turn.
All right, Guillermo. You see these brain creatures flying around.
So, you said that the one carrying Archie is 15 feet above us, and that this one is hovering 10 feet in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tricky. Yeah. Doesn't have very many options here. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on this one over here that I'm pinging.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay. And that's wisdom.
Yeah, let me link the spell.
I'm sure I failed it with a 10.
Oh, that's that's the wrong spell.
Oh, you're gonna clean it up? Okay, that's cool.
No.
And that's what the chat just said. Okay, what are you gonna say to this brain beaked creature with tentacles?
You smell like a fresh corpse. And yeah. 6 psychic damage.
Boundary, don't break now. There we go. Okay.
So yeah, it takes 6 psychic damage, and it's got disadvantage on its next attack that it attempts to make.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take my bonus action to. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do what I was originally going to do. So yeah, I'll just end my turn.
Okay. All right, and then it is Archie. Val, I roll the saving throws
You roll-
blindly. Yeah, just so.
Alright.
It's alright for this one, Charlie. She's gonna roll a natural 20.
Okay, then I won't roll.
Oh, shoot, divination. I forgot about that.
And that puts it at 2. Then you've passed
Yeah,
2 of your saving throws.
Woo!
Does that
Nice.
come back with 1 HP, or is that something different?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. You might be right. It is come back with 1 HP.
Ah!
I got mixed up.
So you
My
kind of hold up
apologies.
a card with a halo on it, and then just chuck it out towards Archie.
I'm not dead. Why did you call me dead? The game is
Right.
being weird.
Oh, it's been marked as dead. There we go. Alright, and then it is Candor's turn.
Candor, first he sees the thing up there and he goes to pull out his short bow and his rapier hand knocks into it. He's like, oh shit.
Heather
He's
might
gonna-
actually be mad about this.
Gonna launch the rapier. Oh god.
And so offhand throws the dagger at it.
Alright.
I'm totally blaming you if she says anything.
I mean, it's very evident that I'm the one who forced this,
8.
so 18 will hit.
It wasn't.
But I do think that the character would have grabbed it. It just doesn't help that it's Heather. Are you going for the one that is
No,
currently
one holding Archie.
okay? The one holding Archie. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Anything else for Candor?
Candor is going to. Oops. What is it? Fine. He wants to go up here. Well, this one. And hide.
Okay. Roll stealth for me.
Totally hidden.
Oh gosh. Well,
So-
let's see what their passive perception is. Oh yeah, not hidden at all. Okay. But also not conveniently anywhere near.
Well, he goes up there, hides. And Dreamclover goes, "Hey, Candor, I can still see you." The worst person to have with a rogue. Fine. That's it. That's it.
Bleeding out the laughing.
Okay. This is like a really tough decision. I think I like this idea. Okay, so this one is hovering about 15 feet up and currently holding on to Archie, and so it is actually going to seeing everyone move in. It's going to go ahead and fly into the hallway while holding on to Archie, and it is going to, for its action, dash, because I don't have the heart to just keep killing you while I'm holding you, so this is my compromise to that today. So then I would
there I
get
go.
30 feet. I'm gonna move him, and then I will move you.
Cool.
So 10. $20, $25, $30.
Well, there. Oh, stop pinging for Pete's sakes. Alright, there I am. You.
Alright, cool. And that will be his turn. He chose to dash, and it's half movement because he's carrying you. Alright, Haydn.
I'm just
Bye,
gonna look
Kaiden.
up. It's straight at the girl. Coward. And fire off a 3rd level magic missile.
Oh, damn.
Oh, goodness.
Get him.
Get him.
No. So that is it 3, 4, 5, 10 damage.
Alright. Anything else for Kaiden? He's still holding on.
No, that's everything Kaiden can do. That is his turn.
Okay. Alright, this one is going to fly forward, and he's actually going to hover right above Dream Climber because he has a 10-foot reach, and I know it's with disadvantage. As you see his tentacles just drop down onto Dream Climber. There's no need. But I'm guessing a whopping 7 is not going to work, and so then he is going to move. He's going to move himself down, so now he's only 5 feet above, and he's going to try to bite Dream Climber. And this second attack wouldn't be with disadvantage, is that correct? Or would it still be?
Not disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, you should have lied to me, Ricky. And as he bites into you for 9 piercing damage. Alright, Mora's turn.
Mora is 60 feet of fly. Going to catch up to the Grell.
Okay.
Try to distract the Grell as much as Mora can to give Archie advantage. Give them the help action for their next ability or saving throw.
Okay.
Protect them. And that is Mora's turn.
Alright, Dream Climber.
Dream Climber laughs. Ah! You came too close. He's gonna attack it with the spear.
You're just lifting up your spear right above that will hit.
Versatile damage. And then, so 4 of that, and then gonna hit him with the good old, his shadow kind of climbs up above him and also stabs it. For 4.
Okay.
And another hit, or another attack.
That one hits.
Oh damn.
I mean, it's a brain without anything protecting it.
8, and then he's gonna bonus action attack with the full
Okay, that will hit.
and that definitely hit.
Nice.
So, another 7. So he's just stab, and then runs it across.
As you're like stabbing, I mean, the guts from this brain, it's just falling because it is right above 5 feet above you, and it's just landing all over Dream Climber.
Try again. That'll be Dream Climber's turn.
Good thing Guillermo can prestidigitation that like he did last time. Clean you all
Yeah,
up.
clean the ground off. I want to see where I hit it.
All right, Guillermo. And so this guy is in the spot that Dream Climber's in, but it's 5 feet above him.
Right. Okay. So seeing like Lorman's a lot more competent than Guillermo is when it comes to like feats of strength and like handling enemies and stuff like that. So he's actually going to leave Dream Climber behind. He's gonna rush this way. He drops both his scimitars and then he grabs throwing knives from his belt and he's gonna go ahead and chuck 2 of them. So one with his normal attack and then the extra attack.
Okay. And are you throwing at the one holding Archie or the one above Dream Climber?
No, the one the one holding Archie.
What is going
Yeah.
on with?
So,
That's going to miss.
all right, and then he's gonna throw one more dagger.
That is also
Oh.
going to miss.
My
Man,
goodness.
I would almost say it hits Archie, but that would be mean.
That would be very mean. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
And that would put me unconscious again.
Which I already tried avoiding.
Guillermo's gonna have to go pick up those daggers later, but that's the end of his turn.
Well, it sounds like your swords too.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
All right. Archie, you are finally up and able to try to not be grappled, I mean, or stay grappled, whatever you'd like. Right now you're flying. You might enjoy that.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get ungrappled. What would that be?
That is going to...
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah.
Godright re-rolled that nat one.
Ooh.
Oh.
wait.
Yes. So a 14 for your last attack that you did. So we'll just use the damage that you had rolled with it. So it takes 5.
Oh, cool.
Oh, was that the divination?
No, that's a Twitch stream. Helped us out. The chat.
Oh!
Yeah, watching helps you get channel points, and then you can do things.
Thank you, Godright.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you,
it,
Godright. Heather just towards
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right. So it is going to be either athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh. I'm equally trash at both. Let's do athletics, though.
You should have advantage from Moro using the help action.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
what
damn.
are they? I'll do
Look
that.
at that.
1919.
Oh, God. But, okay, let's do this. Make a dexterity saving throw as you get ungrappled and you start falling down.
Okay, dog. Normal. 13.
Do you end up falling? But you land on right on your ass, so you are prone, but you are no longer grappled and you don't take any damage from it.
Alright. Half of my movement speed to get up, so that's 15. Other 15. 5, 10, 15. Would that invoke attack of opportunity?
No, because he's above you, so you're not in range.
Cool. Then I'm gonna move over here. Oh wait, that was 35. Oops. No, 15 plus 15 equals 30. Whatever. So I'd be over here. We don't worry about it. And we're gonna do a funny for a face step as a bonus action. And we're gonna teleport over next to Dream Climber.
Oh, so you're gonna put yourself
So
close to another one?
yeah,
Okay, fair enough.
or like yeah, and it's gonna have to make a saving throw against being charmed.
The one that you just moved by?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
It failed.
Woo! It's charmed.
Nice.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
All right. That is going to bring us to Candor and his fun rapier.
Yeah. So Candor. Can Candor tell that that thing's charmed?
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. So Candor's going to assume that the other one's dead since Archie just showed up. Like, hey, good job, everybody. And he's going to run in and stab this one
Okay.
with his new favorite toy that he can't let go of. Oh, I didn't target it, but that's fine.
Okay, that will hit.
5. That plus. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, I had the wrong thing. Sorry. Let me roll the right damage. The right weapon. And sneak attack.
Jeez.
Total.
Damn.
Or 17 total.
Okay.
Puts it in there weird.
This thing looks critically injured as it is flying around, swinging its tentacles all over the place.
Oh, I guess Candor would have had to move here because it's above
Yeah, it's above.
the timer. So there. There it is. End of Candor's turn.
All right. This one is going to fly down and get, so it is right next to Guillermo here, and actually he would just fly. No, he'll stay there. And you see as his tentacles shoot out at you with a 17.
That unfortunately hits me.
Okay. And then you are taking 8 piercing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Alright, 8 piercing damage. Constitution saving throw. Up. Whoa, no!
Oh,
And that's a 9.
Okay. You are poisoned for the next minute.
Lovely.
Lovely, I know. And then he also, with a 23, he bites you with his beak as he's grappling and holding onto you. And you take 10 piercing damage from him.
Oh my lord.
Are you still alive in that grapple?
Yeah, for now.
All right. Kaiden, you're up.
Kaiden is going to cast Hold the Dead on the Grell that
Okay.
is grappling Guillermo. And that is a 14 wisdom save, I think.
All right, I have failed.
And it's 2d12 if the Grell is injured.
Yeah, tell us what we
Should I
see, because
pull
like
it?
he's gone.
All right. You just see Kaiden hold up a card with a bell and a skull in front of it, and throws it out towards the Grell's beak as it goes inside the mouth, and then this necrotic energy just pulses out of it as it falls to the ground.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Whew.
Guillermo, you are so like as the Grell is defeated, you kind of clamber out of the tentacles, and you're just like covered in currently the tentacles from this creature, but since you were not as high off the ground, you are standing.
Okay, he's gonna immediately cast Prestidigitation on himself to clean off any Grell guts and blood that might have gotten on his outfit.
Okay. All right. This one in here is going to continue to attack Ricky, who is shoving his spear at him. He is going to miss with his tentacles, and he's gonna try to bite at Dream Climber. Does a no? There's a 10 does not hit, and
Yeah, close though.
it was close. He is. He is going to go ahead. He's currently 5 feet above, so he's gonna stay. He wouldn't go.
I say I'm gonna attack him either way.
Right. Well, but he also isn't. He has a higher intelligence than half the party, so I don't think he would take 3 hits. All right, Muro.
Moro is going to fly
right.
over next to Lorman and try to strip the grill for him, giving him advantage on his next attack roll. And then with the remainder of his movement, he's going to fly back to Kaiden.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
All right, Dream Climber.
Dream Climber is going to first talk crap to our weirdo team member, and then attack the Grell as many times as he can until it stops.
Okay, that hits.
So no versatile. Oh, I had
You get advantage with one of
advantage
those.
on that one. I'm gonna roll again just to see if I get a 20.
You got
No,
close.
it does more.
Okay, tell us what we see.
Solomon, he moved aside from the beak attack, and then he just takes a spear and he rams it straight up, and then just drags it down and slaps it on the ground in front of him.
Nice.
It says, "I told you you couldn't pick me up."
All right,
Damn it, I'll do it again.
and this
Did
one
I
is
say
a
Solomon or Charlie?
what? Should we just change your name to Solomon?
No.
All right, and this time we actually have a clean ending. There's nothing else running down the hallways. As you all are standing there, Guillermo is cleaned up from his Grell guts, and Dream Climber is definitely covered in some. What would the party like to do?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Prestidigitation again on Lorman to help clean him up too.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. These things. Why are there so many brains in this
That's a great
mountain?
question.
I can only assume it's some sort of some sort of mind flayer creature spawning these things.
Oh,
Or
nice.
maybe not. Maybe they're just naturally this ugly.
There's definitely some mind flare fuckery.
All right, what would the group like to do?
Could we take a look at the room and the weirdo statue things? Like, just investigate them, see if there's anything
Mm-hmm.
special or anything we need to find.
Yeah, roll investigation for me.
I'm gonna roll with both characters because
Why not?
one's not dumber than hell. The other one is. See?
God. As you take a look around, the two alcoves that are here, they are littered with gnawed bones of past meals that the Grell have had. So you all were very fortunate to not be part of that.
Dream Climber will look at Archie. You still good to go? You looked like you fell asleep up there for a second.
You could say I had a nap. Nah, I'm good. I got cure roots for a reason.
I'm glad the fates didn't take you. Seemed very dicey there for a second.
Yeah.
I will say it's nice to be able to hit hard and not necessarily kill everybody. Welcome to level 5, I guess.
I'm finding a shield as soon as I can.
Were there all kinds of
Here
them on the
it is.
wall when you all first came in room 1?
I didn't know if those could be taken down in my defense.
You can only find out if you try. Like
I'd rather
Candor
not
and
take
the
a
sword.
fireball.
I'm so glad I took gentle repose.
All right. Anything else that the group would like to do?
I'm not sure. Actually, I wanna take a look at some of these bone pillar things. Is there anything like attached to them, or are they just like straight up just pillars?
As you look at them, like they are just straight up pillars. It's as if the like cement or whatever would have been used, like the bones were kind of added into it and stuff. So like they're like sticking in and kind of protruding out, and then it's been painted black.
Interesting. Okay. What's in the back of this room over here?
So that is where the second grill had been hiding, and it's just a bunch of bones are inside of there.
Are there any valuables that might have been left amongst the bones? I would like to look.
Roll investigation.
Okay. An 8.
As you kind of rifle through, are you touching anything?
He might have touched one of the skulls to kind of look underneath it, but that's about the only thing he has touched.
Okay. Why didn't that work? Oh my goodness. I just want random loot.
I just want random loot.
I know you
Same.
do.
Yeah, Foundry is not being nice today.
Here we go. This was what I was trying to get to. Okay. As you are kind of rifling through, you find a jar that looks to have nail trimmings inside of it.
Oh, what
Ew.
the fuck?
Okay, I'll let you roll once. Roll me a D100.
I was gonna.
This is
I'm fine. I'm fine with sticking with the jar of nail trimming.
No.
See, this is
I
worse
was
than
gonna
the
do a
dungeon
couple.
bunnies.
I was gonna do a couple rolls on it. Like, it's very clear if there was anything else, like, other people have taken it, but you're gonna find random shit. A 26. You find a small pouch.
God.
Is there?
Are you gonna open it, Guillermo?
Small pouch. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up.
You open it and you suddenly, like, just catch a waft of this, like, rotting smell. But, like, the pouch seems to kind of jingle a bit and you think it's coin, and so you go fishing a little bit and you find 47 humanoid teeth, and one of them is just rotted through and through.
With
I know exactly who this is from too.
he musters up like the absolute like most intense look of disgust he can before throwing the bag of teeth at the wall and then kicking the jar of nail trimmings.
Okay, give me one more roll. Just one more. A D100.
Okay. 17.
Okay, let's see what we get. You, like, underneath, when you kind of kick the stuff away, you do find this glass orb that seems to be filled with, it looks like, moving smoke.
So I grab it, I hold it up in front of myself and kind of give it a little shake.
Yeah, you give
Does
it a
anything
little shake.
happen when I take it?
What's that?
Does anything else happen to it when I give it a little shake?
As you shake it and it, like, begins to settle more, because you had disturbed it when you were kicking about, you do see it's a snow globe. So there's, like, a little goblinoid creature inside of it.
He's gonna admire it for a few seconds and he's gonna pass it over to Candor.
You try passing it over and it just won't leave your hand. It comes back 30 seconds later.
Does it actually?
And it rivets.
Oh no! No! No!
I'm joking.
Oh.
You were able to pass it to Candor.
Ah.
Thank God. Here, maybe we could sell it for a pretty penny or two.
I'll put it with right next to my hooded lantern.
That was a random item.
I just looked through until I found. I already commented on the manacles, so.
Can Candor even carry all the shit that he has? His strength is an 8.
He's got 10 more pounds.
Okay.
Oh,
Goblin snow globe. Weight 10 pounds.
It's probably a half pound.
That's less fun than the sword. While they're doing this, Dream Climber will have taken out the pipe of smoke monsters and is just sending dragons around the room.
Yeah, the group sees as the dragons are going all around the room. Yeah, don't forget you all do have some magic items in the party inventory.
A goblin snow globe.
Do we go right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, yes. I guess we should. Let's go ahead. Or as they're kind of trailing along, Guillermo's going to cast a quick. Oh, did not mean to click on that.
stop pinging for 5 seconds.
I'm going to cast a quick first level healing word on himself.
Okay.
Nice. All right, cool. 6 health.
Yell when to stop, Charlie. I'm assuming no.
Yeah, you can stop now. I was like following along on the stream. Okay. All right. As you all are moving down the hall, you come to a point where you can see that there is.
A fort.
Yeah, you come to a
And
fort.
the
You do
door.
see that there is a door to the north, or the hallway continues going down and around the bend to the south. Where would the group like to go?
A door.
Bad is ever behind a door.
Let me check this one. And Guillermo's he's gonna kind of like make a show out of like holding his hand up to his ear and then pressing his ear against the door and see if he can hear anything on the other side.
Okay, roll perception for me.
A 14.
As you are listening, it sounds as though you hear footsteps coming from the other side, but they seem extremely faint to you.
Okay. Are there any locks on this door? And if so, I want to try to check and see if it is currently locked. Like I'll try to like jiggle the door a little bit.
Yeah, you reach, like, look at the door. You don't see any locks on it though. And when you reach to jingle, it seems as though it is unlocked and able to be open.
Okay, so I would like to open it very slowly and very carefully, just to hopefully, because if it does squeak, I don't want to alert what's on the other side.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand for me. Or a stealth, I guess. Well, I mean, if you're trying to push open the door quietly, I would say sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, what in the absolute shit? Okay, that's a nat one.
Cool. You open up the door, and as soon as you open up, the door, you see, like, you're just immediately, like, you forget that you kind of slammed open the door, and you're just struck by the sight of these 3 6-foot tall statues that are standing right in the center of the chamber here. The statues are facing eastward, so you are able to see that it's depicting male water Davian nobles that are clad in intricately decorated armor, and their faces are etched with expressions of stoic resolve, and their eyes seemingly are focused on some distant point, as if they're still guarding the secrets of the dungeon, even in this petrified state. And the craftsmanship of these statues, it's exquisite. As you're looking, you can see every detail of their features and their armor with absolute precision, as though the passage of time seems to have just left them in near perfect condition. However, though, you see at the base of the statue in the middle, there's a scene that is in stark contrast to the figures above. You see scattered bones of a long dead hobgoblin lying amongst the dust, and this is a testament to the dangers that lurk within these depths. Next to the skeletal remains, you see a white wooden staff that is broken in half as if snapped by some tremendous force. As you move in, where is he? This guy. As you move in, stepping out from the around the hallway, you hear a shout come, "Halt!" Rumbles a voice, and you see as there's torchlight that sputters in the chamber, and suddenly you see that 9 figures emerge with yellow fangs that are gleaming with red grime. "You stand in the dreaded crypts of countless Hararia herself, and our master shall have her due, you cattle. Choose now, gold or blood, lest you be damned like us."
Ah, shit.
Fucking vampires.
All right, and I think that is a perfect stopping point. So you see them, they see you, and that will be where we pick up, not next week, but the following week. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I may do one thing before we call it.
Perfect. Go for it.
In preparation to combat, we're gonna do an emboldening bond. Yes.
All right. Tell us, what does that do?
Ta-da. It doesn't do. Emboldening bond is gonna be Guillermo. I gotta check the notes. Hold on.
Lorman?
Loroman, yes, and Kaiden. They're gonna be emboldened, and when they're within 30 feet of me or each other, they can add a D4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw once per turn,
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
and it lasts for 10 minutes. So go nuts.
Nice. All right. Perfect. If somebody wants to put that in the chat and or just make a note somewhere so we don't forget that that's a thing. But yeah. All right. If you were tuned in and you were watching, thank you for tuning in and watching as we are going through the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. together. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. I don't know what was up with the music today. I couldn't get it to play, but thank you for tuning in, chat. We will see you not next Sunday because I have to watch Taylor Swift on the Super Bowl, but the following Sunday. All right, see you, chat.
Where's my sister?